Episode of Big Dirty Cast, where we cast games sent to us by friends. Today we have what is told to be an absolute banger from a buddy of mine named Ace. He's up in the top right hand corner playing with the blue SCVs. Down in the bottom left hand corner, a guy named Same. And he's running Zerg today. So we're going to see what's going on. This is not a high level play by any means. I believe it's a gold 1 ranking, somewhere in there. But nonetheless, this should be exciting. Starting things off, Scout. Barracks complete. Hatchery first. Overlords are going across the map like normal. Nothing out of the ordinary with the start of this game. Except for the fact that gases have not been taken yet. Gases for the Terran player have been taken. Third hatch going down immediately. That would explain why no gases were taken yet. And then double gas taken. Oh my. So, we get to the 4-minute mark in the game. We can see that Ace is running a 1-1-1 build, and he's throwing down extra barracks. He's got his second base up. Orbital's coming. But he's not really aware that the Zerg player has their third base. Rather slow start. Nothing really happening other than a lot of macro. Well, as much macro as a couple of gold players can have. Same is fully saturated at 3 bases. This is usually where they start pumping out a ton of units. He's going to elect to throw down a 4th hatchery before doing so. And it looks like he's going to saturate that 4th hatchery. All these gases going down. 2, 4, 6, 8 gas tells you what's happening. Mutus. If you see 8 gas, you should be thinking mutilus play. As Same takes the top left-hand corner. A lot of units out there for Same. Ace, not so much. There's a big difference, almost double the supply. Looks like Ace wants to get himself out in the map. Gets himself a couple of queens, and a bunch of creep tumors are already going down. Ooh, let's slow this down a little bit. We'll run this at ×2 speed since this is a longer game. All these scans that he's wasting to clear creep. 1. Ooh, this isn't looking good. Will the Zerg player find him over here in the corner? That's a negative. Looks like... Oh, he doesn't snipe the base. And he loses all the army. Oh, Ace, that was rough, my friend. Almost sniped that base. You needed almost 1 hit on there. And I think you would have had it. Now, Hydralists are chasing Ace back to his base. Ooh, Hydralist pounding away on the extra CC. Extra CC goes down. I like the repair. Nice job here with the repair. All of that army gets cleaned up. And the supply is now closer. However, Same has almost every single base on the map acquired. A lot of money going out towards these bases. He's even gotten most of them saturated. Very interesting play. He's going up to 2 upgrades. No distance upgrades going yet. He's got air upgrades. He's got a greater spire, but he has no air units at this point. Looks like he's just getting ready for a big transition. Turn around. Pop that queen. Punch her right in the face. Oh, buddy, there's a free queens. Gotta take it where you can get it. Target fire down the broods. There they go. Excellent play coming out of them. Come on, buddy. Keep target firing these broods. Taking down the base isn't going to do much for you, my friend. Looks like the broods are going to clean this up. He's got 4 or 5 broods hanging out on the map there. Oh, looks like the broods did not clean it up. He did not bring the rest of them over to this base. So, all the drones at this base have pretty much died. He sees mass corruptors coming out, which can only mean, ah, crap, a lot more broodlords. So as a response, we see a lot of barracks going down, starports going down, a lot of production going up. 4th base finally acquired for Ace. He's got it saturated. He's drying on the gas. So if we look at the income, Zerg at 107 harvesters, Terran at 75. It's a lot of harvester for the Zerg. I know 80 is the magic number for Protoss. I don't know what the magic number is for Zerg or Terran, to be honest with you. I could assume that as the game goes on, Terran's SCV count should diminish a little bit as you can make space for more army supply because you can just draw meals to mine. Zerg, I'm not entirely sure. I assume having somewhere around 100 would be about right. Okay. Same over here. He's got the broodlords out. And he looks like he wants to push. He attacks his own creep tumor there. And he brings the broodlord or the broodlings right up the ramp. He's trying to do what these professional players do. He's been watching, I think, Dark. I think it's Dark who does this move. He's been watching a little too much Dark play. Watching too much GSL right now. As he doesn't really get the damage he wants to do by using that trick. Two Vikings are out here to deal with all these broodlords. 2, 3 corruptors come into the fray. And he's got just a little bit of mining going on every base. Same does. Taking a crap ton of gas. Look at the bank he has. 9,400 minerals and 6,000 gas right now. Absolutely crazy. What is he going to do with it all? Well, spores, of course. Ace, not yet cranking up the production yet. He's got Vikings going, but not much else. And I don't blame him for that, because all he sees is broodlords and corruptors. Now, oftentimes when, I wouldn't say often, but sometimes when Zerg players go with this corruptor broodlord composition, it works well until the entire army dies. And it takes a while for them to remake the army. While they're remaking the army, their bases go down left and right. The 5th base command center says, this guy's in my spot. I don't like this. What are we going to do about that? Sends over a small army. He's got army splitting going on. This is good. Not much control going out of the army. I don't expect much control going out of a whole lot of gold players. As Same is really slow to respond to this base going down. You're going to want to get your army out of there here soon, buddy. Because those corruptors are on the way. And the broodlords. It's not like you can fly the Vikings over the map because there's a ton of spores everywhere. I mean, they're everywhere at this point. They're on the top side of the map. They're in the middle of the map. They're on the bottom of the map. Well, a bunch of them have been taken out down here. A couple more going down out here. Could use these other units here. That would definitely speed the process up. Ooh, Vikings getting plenty of good licks in over here. A lot of Broodlords going down. This is what I'm talking about when their Broodlord army just vanishes. What do? You remake a different type of army, or you just go right back to Broodlords. Is he going to get them all? 4, 3. Oh, he's flying over the spores. I don't like it. Back up. There we go. Ace chipping back at all these bases on the map. He has to retake them, and he needs to mine because his main base is now run out. The natural is running dangerously low, oversaturated there. Third base, fourth base. You can move all these SUVs. Yep, there they go. They're going over where? Where are they going? We'll find out later, I guess. A little lull in the action as Same here has to remake his army. He's got corruptors out. Now they're morphing into Broodlords. Kind of like this composition that he's using. He's got a little bit of ground army just to take care of some tumors. Take care of all these spores on the map. He's got himself a Viking count. And now we've got Ghost joining the fight. Oh boy. Snipe's definitely a powerful tool. No nuke coming out in the Ghost Academy yet. As Ace tries to attack the Broodlords again, runs right into another wall of spores. Yeah, that is a lot of spores, my friend. The Zerg player has 124 drones out right now. That is a crap ton. I do know that that is too many. Nah, I really like this. He's forcing the Zerg player to attack into him. Since you can hang out over your spores, all you want, I'll just fight over here. And that's exactly what you want to do. You should probably get these Vikings over there. I mean, he's got a clear shot right up the middle here. And yeah, he could be attacking these Broodlords right now. But I don't mind this. He's got the Broodlords out of position, and he's going to take down the forest. Yep. Spore Crawler dies. Spore Crawler dies. Spore Crawler dies. I like this. Coming back here. Is he going to get the Vipers? He does get the Vipers. A lot of Corruptors coming out now. I don't think you can fight this at this point. This is a lot of them. Haven't taken a look at the upgrades in a little bit. As the Zerg player has almost everything except for the missile attack. Terran player, 3-2. 1 in the ship plated. 3-3 on the Marines and the Marauders. Upgrades looking fairly close for each side. Units lost tab in favor of our Terran player. Ace is definitely getting more value out of his troops. These ghosts are going to die. That's a shame. That's alright. Any more spores out in the map? I'm not sure. Oh, buddy, you need to save that base. See, I like what you did here, where you've got the 2 bases next to each other. You should do the same thing over here, and just drop a planetary down on it. Saves the base, loses a few SCVs, but that's A-okay. However, big move coming in on the other side of the map. A little bit of base trading action going on. Looks like the second army going out. Oh no, the spore forest is being rebuilt. Oh no. Get him out of there, my friend. You can't fight it. A few parasitic bombs have landed on the Vikings. Vikings are very, very low in health. I'd love to see these repaired. Oh, there we go. It's like I'm reading his mind. Yeah, these Marines are going to get eaten alive. You hate to see it. But he does have a second army moving around at the top of the map. This is one thing he does have going that his opponent is not doing. He's got multiple armies fighting at once. Well, he's got multiple armies. Oh, boy. Supply in favor of our Terran player at the moment. As he's chipping away through some of these important bases that are really mining for him. A lot of static defense going down. But he doesn't know the Brood Lords are on the way. I like this. All he has to do is move this army over here, take care of this base, and he's going to be in really good shape. As at this point, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 mining bases. 3 mining bases going up against 2 mining bases. So the resource collection in favor of our Terran player. However, Zerg has a massive bank of 10,000 of each resource right now. So even if that entire army dies, he could remake it twice more, I want to say. Get a snipe. Come on, pop that one. Sitting on the edge. He's so low. Get him. I know you want him. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. What are you doing with this bio army? Oh, the medevacs right to their deaths. I suppose maybe he's trying to clear up supply. He did get the parasitic bomb off of the medevacs that would have died anyways, so maybe he didn't have to waste the energy of the parasitic bomb. Doubted, but maybe. The Vipers looking for action, trying to find it any way they can. I wish he would just clear up this creep on this side too. This is giving us an opponent all the vision he needs. There we go. Get some SCVs transferred around. You've got all these guys just sitting there here. Nothing sitting up here, fortunately, which is good. Both armies are now maxed out. We've got 2 sets of Brood Lords on the map. Neither set doing a damn thing. Interesting. We've got nukes, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going to drop one here? Very interesting way to fight this army. I'll tell you that much. Okay. Well, there goes 50 supply. But Same does not look like he wants to attack. Scans going down. Oh. Not the time you want to be trading right now, my friend. He's going to attack his own spores and then send the broodlings out on the map, see what they can do. He's going to take care of this creep here. I like this. Could have been a little better about it, but it got done. A couple of zerglings making their way to the bottom right hand corner of the map. They're going to kill a few SCVs. I don't think anything's going to be done. Oh, there we go. He sends the Marines back to deal with them. Okay. Most of the brood lords are now clumped up in one spot with the vipers. The 2 vipers. Very interesting tactics here. Oop. Base gets lifted in the top center of the base. Oh. He wants to dive on these broods so bad. But the army of spore crawlers is just too thick. Duck grabs a medevac. Medevac. Gets away. Almost gets pushed into the other spore crawlers. Between a rock and a hard place, that medevac there. Uh-oh. Double nukes going down. Nuke top right-hand corner. Or, sorry, bottom left. Looks like the nuke in the center of the map got taken care of. But all of these fresh spine crawlers are going to die. Nuke actually around the army. Oh, watch out, buddy. Watch out. Nuke was canceled. I'd love to see a nuke hit this entire army. Absolutely would love it. Both Vipers just got sniped. Parasitic bomb gets out, and Ice Control bringing that infected unit away from the rest of his boys. The Vikings just waiting for a clear opportunity to go in. Alright. Nukes being sent out over the Spore army. They're going to land. Kaplawi. Excellent. Now, Sam's his bank has dwindled here. It's down by half now. Still has 10,000 of each resource there. But it's dwindling. More Broodlords going down. A couple more Vipers join the fight. They're going to hang out in the back and collect energy on their own. Broods shooting forward. Vikings trying to do what they can. Trying to avoid being shot by the Spore Crawlers. Gosh, this is just such a long-winded game. It's got to be just so taxing on the fingers. The APM slowing down for both players, I'm sure. Well, slowing down for one player right now. Oh, there we go. Boom! The nuke hits the army, at least a portion of it. Same GGs. Ace GGs. What's happening here? I don't quite understand. He's got a 72 supply army lead. He's got a battle cruiser doing damage in the main base. Ace takes the expansion on the side here. I don't even know what to call this. The center, the lower center expansion. Another nuke going down in the spore crawler army. I mean, you've got all these Marines over here. You might as well just stim them in and take care of them real quick and save that nuke, but I'm not going to judge him. Oh, no, buddy. Hydralisks are now out on the map. Hydralisks have 3-2 upgrades. And it looks like he's going to slowly shift away from using the late game Broodlord army. Yeah, so he elects to go with Hydralisks instead. Hydralisks, very squishy unit. Mass Bio should be able to take care of Hydralisks just fine, so as long as everything is together. Hydralisks looks like they're making a movement towards the top of the map. There's tired of the mining going on over here. Oh, they are going to take out all of that. Maybe lift this, pull the boys, get them out of there. 15 Hydralisks over here. I don't like that BC warping, buddy. You just got him killed. Oh, your guys are A-moving. Oh, tragic. Absolutely tragic right there. You might as well just kept them A-moving right on over to this base so they could fight with the planetary. The planetary alone should be able to hold all those Hydralisks. The bank is now cut down to 5,000 of each resource for the Zerg player. The nuke's still going out. Tired of seeing the spore crawlers, even though the spore crawlers are no longer the problem. He's going to nuke them anyways, rather than this base that's mining. Rather than this base that's mining. Rather than this area here. I would like to see the nuke down here. Actually, he'd be able to kill those Broodlords along with a bunch of spore crawlers. That would be a sick move. Oh no, no repair. He tries to pull the boys away. He could have repaired. Oh, you hate to see it. As a Zerg player, you love to see it. Other Terran players are now watching this in utter disbelief, as he could have killed all of those Hydralisks by repairing the planetary. That was a big mistake. That was a big mistake that could have put him way up in the game. Hydralisks are now taking out the other planetary. The Vikings circling, putting on an air show for the Hydralisks. SCVs are going to die. And I think Ace is just gonna lose here. He was so strong in the mid game by holding off the Broodlords, by finding a way to deal with the Spore Crawler army. But the Zerg, I think, has exhausted the Terran player. Ace is, he just looks exhausted at this point. Like he gave his all for long enough, over half hour, and at this point, his fingers are tired. They're cramping on him. He needs a Gatorade. And that is going to be all the units here. As the Terran is down to 52, 51, 50, 49 supply. And dwindling. The Zerg player's bank is now back up to 8,000 minerals. The Zerg acquires the other base down here, top middle. This is a weird map to cast, as you've got two bases right in the middle. You've kind of got two bases over in each corner. We'll say this is mid 1 and mid 2. We'll make up our own callouts. A little too late. Oh, I like the incentive. That's all she wrote. Boy, that was a long-winded game. The Zerg player really liked taking all these other bases. He might have been trolling. I don't know. I mean, he still has... He's floating. He floated massive money. He never tried to really put his foot on the throat of Ace and end the game. Interesting. Alright, well that is episode 2 of Big Dirty Cast. Thank you for sticking around. Leave a comment on what you think. Maybe give Ace some suggestions on what would have helped him win this game as it got close at a few points. And if you would like to have a game submitted yourself, I have an email in the description of the video. Send me an email with the replay attached to it. I would be more than happy to cast your game. Alright, everybody, that's everything for me tonight. Have a great evening.